Welcome commanders to System Colonisation Video 1. I'm a little bit ahead of the game here, so I can't show you from the start, but you need initial down payment of 25 million in order to start the process. That's once you've found a system that you can actually colonise. And then you need to acquire all the commodities that are listed here. So you can see some of these are on zero. They were actually just lower volumes that were required, so I've cleared those, but now I need to get the higher volume items. So at the moment I'm docked at Whitney Ring, and I think let's just have a look, see what's in my inventory. I've got water, power generators and computer components. So these are ready to be taken back to my colonisation ship. So let's head out and transfer those items over. Once I've got all the commodities that are required to build my first station, then the building work will begin. But you do have 3 weeks in which to get all the required elements together. Otherwise, the project is abandoned and you probably have to start again. So you need to think hard about whether you want to go into this scene, as the layout is 25 million. I've also upgraded my ship to the Type 8 transporter. I had a Crate Mark II before, but obviously the cargo space in that is too low, but this is only 304 at the moment, and some of the items I need to get are well into the 20,000 volume, so hopefully the commodities are going to be nearby, but I'm a little bit out in the sticks, so we'll just have to see how we go. I'm having to look at the sell menu to try and ascertain where certain items are produced so I can fly to them. So at the moment most things are a bit out of range, but we'll see how we go. So Barnard Star is one sector that sells one or some of the items I'm after, but that is 27 jumps away. I'm sure there's going to be something a bit nearer, so let's just have a look around. I swear sometimes this map is easy. Sometimes it's easy to navigate and sometimes it's just like it is now. Far too much information on there. Okay, so we're just going to plot our destination to the sector where our system colonisation ship is, and just jump over there and dock and offload the items we have so far. I'll save you the jumps. I'll just cut to landings. So here we are on our colonisation ship, and then we'll just transfer all. And confirm. So you do get slightly above average value for the items that you buy and offload, so you should be making a profit, but as you can see I've got 29 million, so it's not really too much of an issue if I do make a bit of a loss. So you can see there's steel that needs 20,000, over 20,000, titanium is over 11,000. Still some smaller items there, fruit and veg 143, and computer components 18, which should all be, just got to find them, but obviously my cargo hold can easily accommodate those. Copper's not too bad, that'll take about 3 trips to gain all that, but I just need to find somewhere that sells copper. So I'll just try and clear out the smaller items in this video to start with, and then look at the bigger items maybe on the next outing. So let's see where we get to for the fruit and veg. So looking around in the commodities menu, I found this system HIP 24210 that has fruit and veg, so we'll jump there and try and find the station or planetary base that sells it. So there's a couple of orbiting stations. We can see that this planet is unexplored at the moment by myself, and looking at the commodities, it's not giving us much information of whether anything is produced on this particular plant. So we'll just go and land at this station and see if any information is provided to us. I think once we get closer to that planet, it will give up its information, and we'll be able to see where we can get the fruit and veg from, and then we'll see what other commodities we can buy on the back of that. So just coming into land now, and we'll go straight to the commodities.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's see. So there are some items that we need. So we're here looking for fruit and veg, so we'll come back here for some of these other items. So if we click into the sell option, then hover over fruit and veg, we can see that it's produced by a planetary base, agricultural enterprise. So if we go to the local planetary overview, we can then click on the first planet. It should open up a side menu, and then we can have a look at which bases are on the planet. So hopefully, if we're lucky, which we are, it's this base here, so we'll plot in a route to it and head straight down to the planet's surface. Now what I'm going to do is fill up with fruit and veg first, and then come back to this station and fill up with some of the other stuff that we need.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I'm going to show the full flight path down to this base, because this is probably a textbook landing.
Orbital flight engaged.
So just taking it nice and easy. Don't want too steep a entry into the atmosphere. And we also don't want to end up too far away. So the angle's just nice there. And we'll just keep our speed down. I'm just going to look to overshoot it slightly. There we go. In the atmospheric glide. Now this is all automated, so don't worry if you think you're coming in too fast, just let it finish its cycle. Glide complete, and then look at that, we're just 6 kilometres out, so we're well under the limits to request docking, and then straight into autopilot.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, let's head to the commodities and buy the amount of fruit and veg we need, which I think is 143. So now we've got our fruit and veg, let's fly back up to that space station and see what other items we can get from there before we head back to our colonisation ship.
Landing gear retracted. Ship
Okay, let's see what we can fit on. We've only just under half of our cargo space left, so we need 865 of those, but there's only 7. But we'll have them. Insulating membrane. Superconductors. So we want 221 semiconductors. So we can fit 154 on, and then that's our cargo bay full.
cargo hold at maximum capacity.
But we know we can come back to this station and pick up those other items, although I think they're a bit on the high side, but hopefully we'll still make a profit. So the steel and titanium, although in low quantities there, but at least we know we can get some of it. Right, let's head back and get these transferred over. So we've just landed back on our colonisation ship. So to the construction menu, transfer all, and then confirm transfer. So we've got fruit and veg, isolated membrane and semiconductors to offload. So you can see I've cleared a few of the items down with the 0 required, which is the fruit and veg, food cartridges, medical diagnostic equipment and water purifiers. But there's still quite a way to go. I'm going to try and concentrate on some of the metal items, steel, titanium, in the next video. But if you've watched it this far, thanks for watching. Please give a like and feel free to leave any comments below. And I'll catch you on the next one.